This may be one of the easiest diamond paintings I've ever started, but one thing nearly ruined my entire experience. So today I'm taking a first look at Spring Snail from Diamond Art Studio, a diamond painting company based here in the UK. I purchased Spring Snail for £32 with free delivery and there were no additional charges. The kit was bought with my own money. Diamond Art Studio does not know who I am. I ordered a Spring Snail on a Sunday and I had the kit in my hands by the following Thursday, so 3 working days. So from ordering to delivery, incredibly fast. Now, before we get into the kit itself, I want to talk about the ordering experience. The Diamond Art Studio website was easy to navigate, especially if you know what artist you wanted to purchase kits from. Though personally, I didn't find the theme section particularly enticing. The categories are displayed as individual buttons with the same background, which meant sort of clicking through each one and hoping that something caught my eye. What I would have liked to see is maybe like a small collage or preview of artworks available within each category. I think that would have made browsing feel a bit more inviting and would have helped me work out which themes that I personally wanted to shop in. That said, once I found Spring Snail, adding it to my basket and checking out was completely straightforward. I didn't experience any issues whatsoever. So the artists are clearly credited on each product page, so are the dimensions of the kit, and Diamond Art Studio also displays a badge at the bottom of their page declaring their stance on AI generated artwork, citing only human art. Their kits use resin drills, poured glue canvases, and the basic toolkit is optional, and I'll get back to that in a minute. So when the parcel arrived, it was extremely well wrapped, it was beautifully presented, a lovely bow and a thank you card. The box itself is gorgeous in purple, which immediately earned a bonus points because purple is my favorite color. So the whole unboxing experience felt pretty thoughtful, special. It was really well put together and it made a very strong first impression. When I opened the kit, the canvas was beautiful. It laid flat almost immediately. The symbols, crystal clear. The poured glue is lovely and sticky. The drills are bright, colourful, and very sparkly. My absolute favourite feature though is that every colour comes in its own individual resealable baggie. Now, I've never had that with a diamond kit before, and honestly it was a complete game changer. There was no kitting up required, no transferring drills into containers, I experienced zero static, and there was no extra preparation. I could literally open the box and start working on the kit immediately. So that made starting this kit an absolute dream. Unfortunately, things took a slight turn when I tried the included toolkit. So the toolkit includes a pen, a tray, tweezers, wax, and a lovely purple bag. So for these reviews, I want to use the toolkit supplied with each kit so that I can understand what a complete beginner may experience when purchasing from these companies. I always intend on completing at least one small section with the toolkit provided. So this pen, it's thin, it's uncomfortable to hold. The tray was also pretty flimsy and it bent whenever I would try and pick up the drills. Completing even a small section became far more frustrating than it needed to be. I got so frustrated with this pen, I started thinking about my ex and all the chances I gave him before finally realizing that he was the problem. The same thing applies to this pen. But I persevered. We worked through our differences, unlike with my ex, and I eventually managed to complete a small section. So the drills themselves are beautiful. I'm really happy with how the colours look on the canvas. The grid feels extremely tight, and I'm not yet sure whether overcrowding or popping drills could become an issue as I complete more of the kit. Is probably absolutely fine, but it's something that I'm going to be keeping in mind as I work on it. So at this stage, I can't comment on things like popping drills, colour accuracy across the full image, whether they've supplied enough drills, or how well the final rendering will turn out. I will be making a final review video once I get further into this kit, so I want to do at least 50% before forming my final opinion. I had no reason to contact customer support, so I can't fairly comment on that side of things. So overall, the ordering process was simple, the delivery was exceptionally fast, the presentation was beautiful, quality of the canvas and drills has made a very strong first impression. The individually bagged drills, easily my favorite feature, and it made starting the kit incredibly convenient. The toolkit, on the other hand, was by far the weakest part of the experience. I actually thought about whenever I was in the small section of just snapping the pen in half and using that as an excuse to go back to my old faithful, but I didn't. And thankfully the toolkit is optional. So if you do decide to place an order with Diamond Art Studio, select no thanks to the toolkit. If you are completely new to the hobby, you don't have a diamond painting pen, there are very affordable options on websites like Amazon. Trust me, get something else. Now, even with the atrocious toolkit, I would 100% order from Diamond Art Studio again. Based on my experience so far, I would also happily recommend them, particularly to anyone looking for a UK-based diamond painting company with clearly credited artists. resin drills, poured glue canvases, and a clear stance on AI generated artwork. So I'll be checking back in for my final review once I've completed more of Spring Snail to see how the tight grid behaves and whether this kit and company continues to impress me. Thank you for watching. If you get this far, please comment below on what diamond painting company I should try next. So until next time, may your drills be static free and your symbols crystal clear.